What's up, everybody? It is me, MKZ Mackenzie Morgan, and welcome to the Shakkas Den.
And you are tuned into the Shakkas Den with Shakers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Shakkas Den. And of course, this is invite only. We are here during Black History Month. And of course, we wanted to spotlight some amazing Black talent through wrestling in and out of the ring. Now, today, we have someone who's in the ring and someone who is your Memphis wrestling women's champion, Mackenzie Morgan. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, show everybody who's on your shirt because we talked about it briefly before, but...
Y'all, it's Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm the biggest Hannah Montana fan. I could go on for days about how much I love Hannah Montana. My favorite TV show, favorite songs come from Hannah Montana. Like, Hannah Montana, like, I am Hannah Montana. I don't care what y'all say. Whatever.
Do you follow Miley Cyrus as much?
I like a couple of her songs, but I'm more like a kid at heart almost.
Yes.
So it's Hannah Montana or nothing. That's my comfort television show.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's awesome. So we want to get to know you a little more. We want to thank you for coming on, of course, being our Black History Month spotlight for this month. Now, when you're traveling around, what is that meal that you have to have no matter where you are? Because I know Memphis got some good food. So I know you be out in Memphis, a lot. So what's that meal that you have to get even when you're on the road?
Before shows, I don't eat as much. If I do, okay. Do you know those tornadoes at like the gas station? It's like, yes, I be tearing them up, but sometimes, or I'll eat fruit or something. Now after a show, I like splurge. If it's like a home show, like in Memphis, I'll just get Papa John's and I eat a lot of bread after the show because throughout the week I kind of do like a no carb type deal. Okay. So like I'll like overload on bread, and it's not the best for me, but I mean it makes me happy, and I like to be happy. But after like if I go anywhere else, I go to Waffle House. I love Waffle House. It's my favorite place to go. Yeah.
That's top tier. I love that. Now you've traveled different places. Do you have a city that you love to go to, or that you went once and you want to go back and visit?
All of them. I really love Chattanooga. TWE. I wrestle there. Yeah.
I'm from there.
You're from I thought you were from like Murfreesboro or something.
I live in Murfreesboro now.
Okay.
I went to high school. I spent 21 years in Chattanooga.
No way, really?
Yes, I went to Brainerd High School. And I'm very familiar with TWE Chattanooga and Red Bank.
Yeah.
My brother went to Red Bank. So I'm not surprised because now I have to ask though, since we're talking Chattanooga, have you been downtown to the Moon Pie outlet? Are you a
Is there a Moon Pie outlet?
Yeah, there's a Moon Pie like store.
No way.
Yes, like downtown. It's either on Broad or Market, and it's on the corner. They sell all type of flavored moon pies. I go down home. I go down to get the salted caramel moon pies, and they have all type of they have all type of like apparel and different things that they sell. So next time you're down there, it's not far from where the Lookouts play. Actually, it's either Broad or Market. I've been there. I grew up there, and those still confuse me. But yeah, Chattanooga is I
love it.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
Have you been to Lil Mama's?
I have not.
I don't know where it's at. It's the downtown area. The first time I went there, I went to Chattanooga for wrestling. I kind of like made a trip out of it. And it was like, I fell in love with it. I love the people. I love the environment, or the people I've met with throughout wrestling. I don't know how like Chattanoogians are or whatnot. You seem cool. I didn't know you were from Chattanooga. So yeah, you're cool in my book.
Yeah, Chattanooga's a different place. Growing up, it's very... the reason I left is just because there's a lack of opportunity. Where I live now, it's much more opportunity. I will always be from Chattanooga, But I
Right.
feel more Nashville now than anything. This
Mm-hmm.
is my city. This is kind of where I got my success. I always jokingly say it, but I mean it. Chattanooga raised me, but Nashville made me and paid me.
Ooh,
So,
ooh,
and I'm a
yeah.
Tennessee lover. I've always
Yeah.
been in Tennessee all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Recently just went to Memphis, actually went to this place called Famous Pasta. It's like in this little corner downtown by the FedEx Forum, and it was really
Okay.
good. We went to the Impact show. Well, when it was Impact, then we went to the shows there. What?
Yeah.
Because you talked about this, because you got into wrestling a little bit. Talking about TWE. What's your workout regimen like? Because you're very fit.
Am I?
Yes, girl. I be watching you wrestle, and I just your arms are like perfect. Like it, I'm not a big bulker, but like, oh, like your arms are sick. So what's some of your workout regimen?
Um, like you want to know the workouts that I do? I work out a lot. I
Yeah,
love the gym. That's like therapy to me.
yeah,
I do a lot of push-ups. I'm still not good at it. Don't ask me to do 10 push-ups because I won't. But like I'll do 8 and then I'll stop and do something else. I curl a lot because I always like to say curls are for the girls. You know what I'm saying? Because one day
yeah,
I'm gonna have to curl them up and then pick them over my head and just throw them.
yeah.
But yeah, I do a lot of curls. I'm actually trying to build up my upper body because I played soccer growing up. I played volleyball too, but soccer was like the main sport. And
Right,
so I had leg muscles and then I kind of neglected my arms because why do I need arms in soccer?
right.
So I'm building up my arms. Thanks. That means a lot. But
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I do curls, lat pull downs, a
Yeah.
little bit of everything. Like I said, the gym is almost like a playground to me. Like I get so happy going to the gym. Now, am I happy throughout the workouts? No, because sometimes I'm like, damn. Can I say cuss words?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, damn, like I'm tired. Like I don't feel like it, but
Yeah,
I go, and then it's a whole lot of fun. Even if I don't get through the workout, or even if it's tough, it's like I still had a blast. So.
right. Do you have any, because you just talked about you played soccer and volleyball. Do you have any
Mhm.
hidden talents that people may not know about?
I can juggle.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. I love to juggle too.
I should have made you come on here and juggle. I would have known
Any-
that. I would have made you get on here. When did you learn? Was it
Anytime.
young? Were you young when you learned?
My dad can juggle, right? And so I just saw him juggling. He can juggle like with 4 objects and just do, 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 and I would just watch. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then one day I just got some oranges and I just started, tossing them up. And I was like, I don't know how he's doing that. And me and my dad are so like competitive. So I was like,
Mm,
okay, I'm gonna juggle and like I'm gonna show him up.
yeah.
So I can juggle just because my dad can juggle. I was like, I don't know, 13, I guess.
Wow.
It's a random age, but yeah, I can juggle. Anytime I get a bag of oranges, I'm like, hey, talk to my sister. I'm like, watch this. And I just juggle.
Well, I'm
So
gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to come to Memphis, and I'm gonna have to see that live. That is quite interesting. Now, you talked about Hannah Montana being one of your
Mhm.
favorite shows and just your favorite entities. Do you have any favorite movies or other favorite shows outside of that that you're just addicted to right now?
Akilah and the Bee.
Okay,
I
good movie.
love that movie.
Great movie.
It's one of my top favorite movies. It makes me cry every time. There's something about it that I can just
Yeah.
relate to. This girl just wanted to spell, and her mom wouldn't, let her. Her mom wouldn't believe in her until her mom saw it for herself, and then
Yeah,
that's one of my number one favorite movies.
absolutely. Well, we all love music, so I have to
Uh-oh.
ask you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Someone's calling me. I'm so sorry.
you're fine. You can take it. Trust me. Now, we all love music, so I have to
Mhm.
ask the big musical question. Who's your top artist? Now, you can throw out a couple, and what's that one song that you have to play almost every day,
It's a
if you
good
have one?
question. I've got a lot. I love
Okay,
music.
throw them out.
Um, okay, so I got Demi Lovato. I have a crush on Demi Lovato. Substance is a really good song. All of Demi's songs are really good. So can I just throw like every song into one?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then Pierce the Veil. I listened to Million Dollar House
Uh-huh.
before a show. I
Yeah.
also listened to Of Mice and Men, Second and Sabering. Um, I love Nina Simone.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my top faves.
Awesome.
They were in the like 2023
Yeah.
music wrap up, whatever it is.
Nice, nice. Well, we do have to get into some wrestling because obviously that's what brings us all together. I want to
Mhm.
know because there's so much going on in wrestling right now. What is your favorite thing about pro wrestling right now? And what's that one thing that gets on your nerves?
Uh,
just
like as a fan or just a
just
wrestler?
period. Just anything that you see. Like what are you in love with pro wrestling and what turns your head away? Still being a fan, but just what's that thing that's just like I'm so sick of this and I love this.
Um, I'm in love with being able to connect with people through wrestling because, like, it's almost like to me, it's art. Like it's everything put together, and just being able to connect with people. Like during my match, I'll look at somebody, and if I'm getting beat up, I'm like, "Help me, please!" And then they'll be like, "Okay," but they can't help me. And then like after the shows, recently I was at TWE, and there's this little girl. Her name is Malin,
Mm-hmm.
and she waved at me. I was in my car, and she like waved at me. Her and her dad and or her family, and I was like, "Are you waving at me?" So I like waved back because I didn't want to be embarrassed to like wave back, and then like they're waving at somebody else, right? So just
It
being able to
happens all
connect with people. That's
yeah.
so embarrassing to me. I'm like,
Oh, it happens all the time. Trust me. Trust me. I do it so much. It's ridiculous.
but yeah, just being able to connect with people. And like my favorite part is just like making the people I love, making them proud
Yeah.
as a wrestler. And like, I don't know what makes me mad is just a lot of things make me mad. Let me think. Um,
Well, you got time.
what do they say? Politicking. I'm
Yes.
not good at that, so I guess that makes me mad. I don't think I want to be a politician either. I just want to have fun. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Way to
Like
put
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like I don't. What else makes me mad? It makes me mad that um, there aren't a lot of girls in my area.
mm,
That as a wrestler, that makes me frustrated because
right.
you know how many times I get emails saying, "Hey, I want you to work this girl," and I'm like, guys, like if I have it in my notes app, I've wrestled the same person like 25 times, and I'm like, God, like I don't. It's like I want more. Like
Yeah.
don't you think dogs get tired of eating the same dog food?
Same food every day.
My like I know they be sick of it, but yeah, that's what kind of frustrates me. Just
Yeah.
getting the hey, do you want to wrestle her? I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess, and I don't know.
Yeah. What's
I'm
the biggest struggle? What would you say is the biggest struggle being black and wrestling, especially in the independents?
mhm.
What's one of the biggest struggles you have taken away?
I honestly haven't like faced anything like
Which is
super
good.
big.
Yeah.
I'm thankful because I know um like Trinity or Naomi, like for her, for example,
Yeah.
I see her like get a lot of racist remarks to her on social media every
Yeah.
day. Um, I don't think I face anything.
Yeah.
Everyone in the locker room has kind of like accepted me as for who I am,
Right.
which is so good because I hear so many stories. And it's gonna happen,
Absolutely.
it'll eventually happen. I know one of my friends, they called him the N word. I was like, wow.
What
That
do you think? Because it breaks my heart to hear you as a black wrestler say that eventually it will happen.
mm-hmm.
What does it take to stop? Like, what is it gonna take from promoters and wrestlers and allies? What is it gonna take for that statement to actually be false and not eventually happen to you?
Will it ever stop though? Like even in this
No.
world, outside of wrestling, is it ever going to stop? And I don't know.
Yeah. How do you,
That's
do you think that it's a universal problem, or do you think that it has to start from the top and trickle down, or do you think the opposite? Does it have to start from the bottom and then make the way to because you hear it all the time, like promoters,
mm-hmm.
wrestlers, like, and there just seems to not be an urge. And I'm just curious, what where does where does the foundation of change happen?
Do you think we're changing right now, though? I mean, I just say that because when I was growing up, personally, there weren't a lot of black wrestlers in the
Absolutely.
indies. And
Right.
now we've got all these like black wrestlers. And I
Yeah.
feel like, and I don't know how the locker rooms were like 10, 20 years ago, but I feel like now I see a lot more of, us.
Hmm.
And it's just like, are are people not used to it yet? Or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I 100% agree, because I do think that in the past 10 years, we've seen people in the indies like a
Mm-hmm.
Myron Reed or
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Knight, or,
Mm-hmm.
even with Shalance Royale, people like,
Right.
there has been, but I believe that it's capped. Like, it's always like you can get up, but you just can't get that high. And
Right.
my biggest struggle as a fan is, what does it take for people like yourself and people like a Myron or Kevin or Shalance to not be capped? Because it's almost like what I see, and I don't know if you agree, but it's almost like it's it's limitations
Right.
unless you go out and go somewhere else. Of course, we've seen the fluctuation with Jade Cargill and Trinity /
Mm-hmm.
Naomi, Sasha Banks, Bobby Lashley, so many different people. And I think for me, it starts in the indies, and I think it starts with promoters, and I think
Right.
it starts with wrestlers. And to shift a little bit, what's the most rewarding takeaway that you have with representation, building your own representation in wrestling? What
Mm-hmm.
do you want to show um young black talent who may not even want to be in wrestling, but just from a representation standpoint, what do you want to show the younger generation when it comes to being black in a male and white dominating industry?
Um, you got to be the best. You got to be the best. I want um I want little black kids to know that there's more to life than what society thinks us as.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, like we're more than basketball and rapping. We can be a whole lot more. And if you let like if you let the next person tell you you can't be this, you can't do that, you're black, you well then that's capping their mindset. And just be more. That's what I want. Because I wish I had a little bit more of representation um, in my world, because I was always surrounded. I played soccer, right? So I was always like the little black dot in the pictures, team pictures.
Mhm.
Or when I was running, they'd be like, "Get that black girl, get that black girl," and I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
well, they're talking about me." So it's just you got to work 10 times harder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I absolutely agree.
you just got to work 10 times harder and be the best version of you that you can be.
Yeah.
And I want like to have that platform to show kids just be yourself and be the best you.
Absolutely. Well, like I mentioned before, you are the Memphis Wrestling Women's Champion, and that is prestige within its own right. Now, have you had your eyes on any other championships around the wrestling spectrum? Is there any other championships if you had the opportunity to go after, you would go after?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Um, there are people that I
Okay.
want to wrestle,
Okay, go
but
ahead.
championships.
I want to hear this because that was gonna
And
be
did
my next
you talk
question.
about all of
It's
them or
all
like
of them. Like
okay,
anybody you want to wrestle, like who would be your dream opponent?
okay. Well, make sure we get this one on Twitter. I'm calling everyone out, right? Uh, Kylie Ray. Hey, mom. I love her. I love her to death. I want her. I feel like I've been working so hard because I love watching her matches. Everything about her, I love her. She's one of my top three favorite wrestlers in the world. Um, I work so hard because when I finally get that match against her, I know I'm going to cry afterward, and I just want her to be proud that um, she inspired somebody because she inspired me, and so I kind of want her number one.
Hmm.
Of course, I want Mercedes and I
Hmm.
want Bailey. Those are my top three. Laney Luck,
Hmm.
and then now let's shift over to Texas a little bit. There's this girl. Her name is Maya. You know, Maya World.
we've had her on.
I
Uh,
watched that interview
yeah, she
two
is a
weeks
hot
ago.
commodity right now.
She is that girl.
Yeah,
I I don't know. She to me like she's so cool to me, and
yeah.
I've never met her a day in my
Uh-huh.
life. But yeah, that those are the people that I want. And there's something about her, and it's just like how Sasha and Bailey kind of had that like chemistry.
Yeah,
I feel like one day down the line, for some reason, deep down in my heart, that I feel like one day we're gonna have that chemistry. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So yeah, those are like the top people that I want.
I love that. Well, Maya, if you're listening, I know you have your invite and have had your invite to the Shakers Den, and now Mackenzie's here. So listen, let's make it happen. Now, before we get out of here, where can everyone find you on the socials, and then also let them know where you will be wrestling at so they can watch you do some amazing work?
Y'all can find me on social media. Everything is under real MKZ Morgan because I'm not fake. I'm real. And what else did you say?
Like if you have any shows or where they
Oh
can
yeah,
find
yeah,
you
yeah.
for.
So I'll be wrestling at TWE next Saturday, February 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll be in Chattanooga, and then I've got this super bout February 18th
Ooh,
at Memphis Wrestling.
ooh.
And since I kind of called out Maya, hey Maya, here's your free invite to Memphis Wrestling. Um, the door's open.
Mm.
Come up here. I'll even pay for a flight if you want. If you want. Hey, I need more girls. I need more girls. I've got Nyx and DDT. I get tired of them. But hey, I don't want to spoil my opponent for the super bout.
Yeah.
But do you want to come, Nikki? I mean, I'll pay for travel.
February the 10th, I might have to take myself to wait, when's the bout?
February 18th.
In Memphis.
Memphis. Come to Memphis. Get some
Okay.
barbecue.
Okay, I might have to take you up on that offer. Well, we want to thank you so much for joining us here and being one of our Black History Spotlights. I can't wait for the world to continue to see how amazing you are. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Shout out to Battleground Podcast, of course, for letting us bombard the Shakers Den here. And of course, you can follow us on all social medias on YouTube, on Twitter. We are not on TikTok or nothing like that. So Instagram, Twitter, make sure you check us out. We'll have more to come for Black History Month. And of course, like Dreon Santana, my tag team partner, always says, it is invite only. So stay blessed, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.
And you are tuned into the Shakkas Den. Shakkas.